Awesome to have you stop by again. My name is Laura Greco, and I'm the founder of the Resilient Mama movement. And as a resilient mom, there's so many layers of what that can mean, and how you can not just bounce back, but elevate, you know, adaptively move forward in your parenting and in your life experience in general. And isn't it true that parenting does teach us many things, right? So today, as we talk about the viewpoint matters in parenting, I'd like to explore that a little bit and then give you some ideas on how to, some questions to ask yourself about your point of view, which is interesting, viewpoint, point of view. So when we come from a viewpoint, we're actually coming from a point of view. And when we look at that, it's how we perceive really everything. It's the perspective, the lens through which we see life. So what point are we coming from? And how can we assist our children to develop a point of view that is supportive to the person that they are here to be? And I don't mean here to be in that we mold them into something, but what their gifts are, who they are meant to be here on this planet through sharing the gifts that they have. And that's a process, right? So when we look at life, when we take a point of view, we are coming from a point that we have come from, which is actually how we were raised, what we've come to believe, what our cultural norms are, how people judge us or how we judge ourselves. All of that is enveloped into the point from which we see. And in addition, it is our emotions that get all wrapped up into that. So when we're parenting, and the reason I'm bringing this up is not only does it cause some angst for ourselves at times, but it also creates a struggle at times in our parenting. So we see our children struggling, and there's no blame here, no judgment here. In fact, I would love to see us move away from seeing anything as judgment and instead go into curiosity and awareness, observation and learning, creating understanding. These kinds of things can help us to parent from a perspective or a point of view that is shifted. But how do we get there, right? How do we get from that to this new perspective? Well, when parenting my own children, it was a journey. I come from my own stuff, from my own path, and I was finding my way through, and I became part of a community that was spiritual minded, and I was using that as a basis for parenting my children. And it was awesome because it helped me to shift out of the point of view I was coming from and creating a new one, right? So although I had questions about the way things were when I was growing up, I also understood that I needed to shift what was inside of me. I needed to see things differently. I needed to open up to the possibility that things weren't exactly like, it's not that they weren't true for me, but how I attached a feeling to it and how I could see things differently could actually help me heal and inform how I parent my children. So my children, of course, I have 4 daughters. They're all different, right? So my connection and raising of my children was different with every one of them. I was not the same parent with each of those 4 children, nor was I the same parent from day go. As the years went by, I also shifted because I was growing and changing. How about, what if we could condense that down? What if we could really be of service and help our children to come into their own and to learn the skills appropriate for their unique beingness in such a way, not to say that they would be perfect, but to give them a chance to hone skills that would not only create an environment for them to feel seen, heard, and really valued, but it also would create this beautiful experience between you and your children for deeper connection. So you already know your children so well, and yet, what if you could have a deeper insight a window into their soul, an opportunity to really see who they are from a perspective that eliminates the judgment and eliminates the crazy, the chaos, and creates more ease and peace as you're moving through your parenting, as your expectations of everyday life can be shifted in such a way that your children and you feel supported. And when we come from that grounded, right, that grounded place, we're able to ask questions. We're able to observe. We're able to create understanding in new ways. And isn't that really at the core of what helps us all on this planet and will continue to grow and help us all? Aren't we seeing in the world in general such a chaotic situation of sides and challenges and not knowing the right and wrong of things sometimes? Wouldn't it be interesting and actually really fun to shift that? Well, the only place it's going to start is in our own hearts and with our own children, right? And then our communities and how we bring that all together so that we actually do find a path to a new experience while journeying on this planet. So I am so excited to make this invitation to you. Please join the Facebook group, the Resilient Mama Facebook group, and I'm going to put it in the comments here. If you're seeing this in the group, well, you're in the right place, because that is where I'm going to expand on a tool, a modality that I assist parents with that can help them to not only have a window into the soul of their own child, but also their own. What's the mission of being here? Not the job, but the mission. What gifts are you bringing forward? Sometimes creating that deeper awareness of what that is can actually create a self-acceptance, right? An ability to really connect with yourself and with your child in a way that allows them to feel that self-acceptance so that we can flourish in the beautiful things that we're here to share. So jump over into the group so that you can get your information, and you can also pop over at the website. My invitation stands that if you'd like an appointment with me, just go grab one in there and we will go from there. Okay, you all be awesome. You are already awesome. So shine your beautiful light, and know that where your struggle is, there is always, always a path through it, and it's all going to really be okay. So if you want to accelerate time and create a deeper understanding of your child today rather than waiting, then please join me. I cannot wait to see you there. Bye-bye.